example, a lot of people who are counting on a lot of light, fluffy snow to play in, like our dogs,
right.
Are going to be disappointed. Some people are still getting that, but not everybody.
Especially along the coast.
Yeah, along the coast, it's just we need to deal with sleet sometimes, but
right.
when you have the snow and then you have the sleet on top of it, it's just crusty and then it's just not as fun to go out and play with.
It's also going to keep the roads pretty slick.
It will. Sure will. So yeah, sleet's nothing to mess around with. Even though it may not be snowing in your town right now, if it's sleeting, it's still going to be icy out there. So you need to be careful. And crews have been out there working on the roads, and we appreciate that. Right now, though, what I want to go ahead and show you is a look at some of the snow totals that we have seen. And go ahead and continue to send these in. I know there are many other towns out there that have gotten a little bit more perhaps, or maybe a little bit less. We'd still love to see them. Ryan would like to hear about them for the evening shows, but a foot of snow in Sunday River, the most so far. Dixfield, 11 inches. And we're looking at Kittery right around 10. And even through the mid-coast, a few towns also got around 10 inches of snow. And those are all viewer reports, so I thank you so much for sending those in. Sugarloaf right now, still snowing. Temperature at 3. Yes, it is very cold. I actually saw a few people out there hitting the slopes. Bangor, 8. So we've warmed up from 1 since this morning. But look at the roads, and there's the Penobscot River. Yeah, if you have to be out, please make sure that you are taking it easy. Here's a look at satellite and radar. We're looking at that wintry mix right near the coastline, so that's where we're seeing that sleet and even some pockets of freezing rain that will be developing here throughout the rest of the afternoon. So power outages are possible. Remember, sleet pings, freezing rain clings, and we don't want that clinginess because it's going to help to weigh down some of those tree branches and even some of those power lines. So again, power outages are possible in some spots closer to the coast. As we go through Portland, Kennebunk, even through Oxford right now, some sleet trying to mix on in. Rumford, Rangeley, it's all snow. Skowhegan, that sleet line has been trying to push into your area. So we're looking at snow for right now, but don't be surprised if you see a little bit of sleet mixing through. Bangor, much of the same, either snow or sleet through central areas of the state, while it's all snow still for parts of northern and eastern Maine, picking up a few inches so far into the county. Fort Kent, I got a few reports from there. So they're dealing with the snow as well. The storm will continue to move to the north and east, and by the late afternoon and the early part of the evening, that is when we'll start to see that precip start to go away and kind of wane a little bit here from southwest to northeast. So here's the hour-by-hour forecast through the rest of the afternoon. Looking at that sleet and even some pockets of freezing rain staying well inland. If you're far to the west into the mountains in northern Maine, you will be stuck in the snow, and that's where we're expecting some of that bigger accumulation to occur here through the mountains and extending into the county. As you go through 3, 4, and 5 o'clock this evening, some freezing rain is possible here, especially through the mid-coast and down east, where power outages are looking a little bit more likely. But even with those winds out there, can't be ruling out an isolated power outage or two throughout the rest of the state. Through 6 and 7 o'clock, most of that precip heads to the north and east, and we're in for a very quiet evening in terms of falling precip, but the winds will be gusting still, close to 25, 30 miles per hour. That's going to help to blow and drift some of that snow if sleet hasn't already fallen on top of it or freezing rain. So by Monday morning, with those very cold temperatures and blowing snow, it's just going to be a miserable start to the day once again. We'll have a few leftover lingering snow showers through Monday afternoon, but high temperatures are only going to stay in the single digits and the low teens for your Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So a very cold time of it tomorrow. You factor in the winds, wind chills will be well below 0. Even back to work and back to school Tuesday is another morning where you need to bundle up as you drop the kids off at school, but we will have plenty of sunshine. All right, here's a look at the snowfall forecast. We'll probably end up on the lower end of this total in most areas, but you mix in that sleet, that freezing rain, travel's still going to be very tricky. And as you go more north and west of I-95, that's where that kind of jackpot range is, and we're talking about some towns picking up a little bit over a foot of snow or a foot and a half. All right, current temperatures, a very cold start to the afternoon. 8 Saco, 10 Paris, 11 in Freiburg. And we're looking at those cold temperatures through central and northern Maine, below 0, Presque Isle, 1 below right now. All right, right now, the winds, 15 miles per hour, sustained in Portland. So the wind chill, when you factor that in, it feels like it's 8 below. It feels like it is 11 below in Bangor. So please bundle up. Those winds are not going to relax at all through the afternoon. They'll stick around for your Martin Luther King Jr. Day. and they'll also stick around for the day on Tuesday before they start to let up through the Tuesday afternoon time frame. All right, marine forecast today from the Weather Service sees 9 to 14 feet, and we do have a gale warning in effect until Monday evening. So some snow showers lingering tomorrow. Watch out for blowing and drifting snow. That could cause reduced visibility. Tuesday, sunshine, temperatures near 20, and then Wednesday will warm up really nicely, mid to upper 30s, some areas near 40 on Thursday, but we'll have that rain and snow mix once again. And then Friday and Saturday, back to the cold stuff, but also back to more sunshine. So I'll take the sunshine even though it's cold on Saturday.
Yeah. Helps our state of mind.
And 40 degrees, we're not going to know what to do with ourselves,
We're
Corey.
going to have to go out there and just sun ourselves maybe.
Only in Maine.
Yep.
All right, before we do